Qatar. Now we will say what we have kept silent about for over a year. Yes, we are dissatisfied with the stupidity of the Russian authorities, but we are Russians and our core consists of descendants of the White Guards, and therefore we love our great homeland Russia and its peoples. And so we want you to know that despite our being scattered all over the world, we consider it an honor to serve Russia and its people. If you remember, the Bylina Scientific School, through its scientist, stated that our MGM developments would never fall into the hands of the rulers of the world. The reason is simple. We do not desire the fame of Qatar and Oppenheimer, Sakharov, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Mururoa, Atoll, and Novaya Zemlya, because marker modulation weapons are far more terrifying than atomic weapons. But we never said that we would not come to the aid of the motherland in its defense, just as our ancestors did, those who lived outside the borders of Russia. Let us recall that it was Russian alliances during the Great Patriotic War, in particular, that sent penicillin, bandages, and other important and necessary supplies for USSR hospitals using their own money. Singers, writers, musicians, White Army officers, old believers, old ritualists, liberal commoners, scientists and others, all who by the will of evil fates left the borders of the fatherland but remained its faithful sons. The Normandy Niemen Regiment alone was worth a great deal, and the Polish army, and the Maquis partisans, and the Yugoslavs. Our time has come. The time of the Russian scientists of the new generation. The time of the Bylina Scientific School. This war has revealed a widely exposed problem of unmanned aerial vehicles. It was necessary to somehow curb it and protect civilians. Particular concern was caused by the holding of parades in Russian cities, and in Moscow specifically. Generally, it is not so much the parades that are dangerous as large gatherings of people. Never before has the sky been so dangerous for people. About a year and a half ago, our Bylina scientists handed over to Russian scientists the concept and theory developed by our team, the optical justification for combating drones on completely different wave principles. This is not RAP, but there is no strict scientific name for it yet. And so we proposed making a device using MGM developments in the field of wave genetics. Despite the fact that some motifs were stolen by the CIA from academician Goryaev in Canada and transferred to U.S. Special Services by former Jewish immigrants from the USSR, international fraudsters who actively worked with President Ranfortov. Goryaev followed a different path, that of a geneticist and microbiologist. We follow the path of gene psychology. We deliberately kept our cooperation secret and did not work with his institute at all, only specialized scientists with him personally. Petr Petrovich is no longer alive. The concept had to be finalized by Bylina. Tomorrow is the 81st Victory Day Parade. Our concept fell into the right hands of competent Russian engineers who, in less than a year, they didn't make it in time for the 80th victory anniversary, as it is a very knowledge-intensive production. Created not so much a weapon as a technology for working with rare earth materials based on monochrome wave processes, lasers, which we use for manufacturing health improvement modules, in particular for RPPS. We were very much awaiting the result of using our concepts, and now it has happened. Tomorrow, during the Victory Day parade on Red Square, there will be no military hardware, as we were accustomed to previously. This is understandable. All of it is at its deployment locations. But there will be one piece that will end the era of drone omnipotence. You understand, we cannot say everything. And they cannot tell us everything. The Russian scientists understand what we are risking. And so we acted as we previously did with Goryaev. Are you acquainted? Yes. Did you collaborate? No. It does not matter who wears the laurels of the developers. What matters is that this vile and inexpensive weapon will be bridled. Moreover, it was the Russians who turned it into hardware in the shortest possible time. Ours is only the science and theory. We hope that tomorrow on Red Square, the parade will take place and they will show it, which will abruptly stop the drone war on a Homeric scale. The Bogatyr device. In any case, that is most likely what the parade announcers will call it. Russia, this is for you. Your factories and cities will no longer burn from UAVs and missiles. For 2.5 years they showered you with weapons, believing there was no recourse against it. There is recourse. We do not know if the military-industrial complex's factories have produced enough heroes. It is a matter of time in setting up production. But the absolute dominion of drones in the sky, at sea, on land, and underground is over. We urge you to watch the victory parade with a celebratory cognac and at a bountiful table, which many scholarly epics and talented Russian inventors will be creating. This is Russia for you, from your children, both within your borders and abroad. Go calmly to the parade, if you are worthy of such a spectacle. Accept the triumphant march of the Russian soldier in glory. Bow to each one both here and in other places. There will be no attacks from the Ukrainian side. They are empty. And so, celebrate and rejoice. Be proud of our grandfathers and grandmothers, the heroes of that war. And remember that a hero is not rap, but a completely different concept of one of the types of modulation. The spirit of capture. The astrophysical sector of Inshabalin congratulates all people of goodwill and wishes an unbearable desire to emulate our grandfathers. May 8, 2026.